Good morning everyone and welcome back to another video. I hope you're well. So you join me at home and I've got something very exciting to share with you and that is a new camera. Now this camera isn't new, but it's new to me and it's a camera that I've always wanted for almost 20 years. And yeah, I've been looking for quite a long time for one, and all the cameras I've been looking at, for this camera that I've been looking at, they've all been broken. But this one seems to be working, at least from what the advert was saying and the description and everything. So yeah, I ordered this on Sunday and it's now Wednesday and it's arrived here. I paid extra for express post. And we're also going away on a photography adventure, completely unplanned. I just went, you know what, I feel like getting away for a few days and I will be bringing this camera along with me and hopefully doing a bit of landscape photography as well with it. So giving you a little bit of a backstory before I actually show you what I bought. It's in this box right here. I will open it up and I'm going to share with you my first impressions as I open it up. Now this isn't like one of those you know, unboxing videos or anything like that. I just want to capture this on film and you know, on video of my first impressions of this camera, because I've never actually seen one in person. I don't know really how big it is, but yeah. So I'll give you a bit of a backstory into this camera. So going back about 20 years ago, I was flicking through camera magazines like this one right here. This one's actually from November 2004. I've kept a lot of my magazines from all those years. I don't seem to buy them anymore these days because, yeah, I don't feel like I need to buy them. It's just, yeah, but it's a great bit of history as well, you know, looking back through these. So that's why I kept it. But yeah, I used to flick through photography magazines, go to shops every now and then when I could afford it. But yeah, I've been doing photography since the age of 4 when my parents got me my first film camera. And that camera used to come out with me everywhere I went. There is a photo of me somewhere. I'm not sure if it's in here. But yeah, there's a photo of me, I'll throw up on the screen, of me at the age of 4 sitting in the back of my parents' car in the back of a Volkswagen Golf. And I accidentally took a photo of myself without me knowing. At the time, I think I was gutted that I accidentally wasted a frame on my, I think it was a 24 roll film. But it was just such a nice little photo of me sitting in the back of the car with my jumper on. I think I had my seatbelt over me, really sort of soft, moody lighting coming in from the window. We just finished a walk. I think this was in Cornwall, in England, and yeah, I used to take photos wherever I could, whenever I could. Yeah, and it was always exciting and always found it fascinating how the camera worked. So yeah, roll on a few years. I used to take the holiday photos, and I used to just you know, have a bit of like close-up photography, some landscapes, and just like documenting the world around me. And I wanted more from my cameras, so I ended up buying myself a Canon 3000N, which is this one actually. Which is this one I just grabbed off the top shelf. So this is what I originally got. This isn't the one I purchased myself back then in 2012, 2002 I should say. So when I was 12, I think I said 2012. 2012 feels like it was not long ago. It's actually 13 years ago now. It's kind of scary. Is it 13? No, 11 years ago. Geez, my math is bad. So yeah, I purchased myself one of these little guys. But I ended up picking this up from when I went back to England in 2014, and I paid £5 for this, and I'm not getting rid of this camera. I will shoot with it even until it dies, and then I'm just going to keep it on my shelf because this is a bit of history for me, and I want to keep a hold of that. So yeah. Anyway, so I ended up getting myself a in 2014. I went back to England. It was actually the last time I properly spent time with my family in the UK, and the last time I saw my granny and my granddad. Since I went back in 2015, I found out she'd passed the year before, and I was quite gutted about that, and still upsetting to this day that since I never got to say goodbye, and I sort of regret moving to Australia because I lost contact with my family. You know, it was a lot harder and my life over here was very, very different to the UK. But yeah, anyway, so when I went back to the UK, I wanted a camera. There was a camera that I really wanted. I'm pretty sure I got this from Jerry Gibbs Camera House around the time when I was looking. I think that's where I got it from. I think I went into a camera house with my mum or something. Most likely because I wouldn't have been old enough to go into, to get around. It would have just been harder and I wouldn't have known how to. And it's actually got the camera in here that I wanted. Well, I did want, but I couldn't afford it. So I ended up getting this little guy, the Fuji Finepix A340, which is a 4 megapixel camera. It's considered, I think, high resolution, high quality, and looking at the images today, they're not high quality, but for back then it was, and a CCD sensor, I think it is. But yeah, I was looking at like this camera right here. That's one I wanted. There's a one here, which is the one I've actually got in this box. And yeah, I was looking at that, I was going, I really want this camera. But back then it was so expensive. I think it was like £200 or maybe £250. I knew it was expensive. This little guy back then was, I think, about, with the batteries and the memory card, the 64 megabyte memory card, I think it was about £120, and then I got myself a little bag for it as well. Yeah, but yeah, this is another camera that the original one I had died on me, and yeah, I ended up getting myself another camera, and I got that camera actually on the shelf. It's a Fuji Finepix S5600, I think it is. Like a little, I'll grab it now. Yeah, so it's a Fuji Finepix S5600, yep, I was right. Like a DSLR style camera. This died as well, unfortunately, on me. They don't seem to last that long, but I liked it. It looked like a DSLR, and it was the closest thing I could get and the closest thing I could afford. I think I actually got that used from when I was in Australia. I think I got that when I was probably 15, if I'm right. I ended up going, like, I think it was to cash converters or something like that, and I picked it up. I don't know how much I paid for it, but I was really ecstatic about it. I remember buying wide-angle lenses and the adapter thing, so you could get a bit more reach out of it, or a bit wider. But obviously the image quality from that really downgraded it, and this was 5.1 megapixels, and back then it was really something. So yeah, anyway, so while I wanted the digital camera going from the film, it was just so I could, shoot more. And back then, the way that they marketed new cameras was just, they made it look like, made it look really cool, and it was something really new to the market. And they don't make cameras looking like this. Look at this guy up here. You just don't get cameras looking that crazy. There's one which has a bevel, you can rotate the grip and everything. I don't think it does video. Yeah, but boy, memory cards were expensive back then. I've got a memory card here, a 512 megabyte card. I'm not sure if it's going to focus. Yeah, 512 megabyte memory card there. And yeah, these were, I think, over $100 back then, easily. But you wouldn't be able to buy these cards anymore. I'm so glad I've kept these cards. But anyway, enough of me talking on about that. Now I can show you the camera that I've wanted, and this is going to be truly something for me, because yeah, I'm so excited for this. And then I'll go out into the garden and I'll take some photos with this and show you at the end of the video. So I've got no idea how this is going to perform. It says it doesn't accept a cable release, but I've seen one in the, at least on the button. So yeah, let's open this up. The guy showed me some photos of him packing it, so I don't know how I'm actually going to get into this. That's all nicely bubble wrapped, apparently. Unless that was only just a photo, just as a reference, I don't know. It's hard when you don't know anything on eBay. You don't know what the condition of it's like. I should come out a little bit wider, there we go. I am recording this in 1080 because the focus works better, and I can also do this. I can get really nice and wide. So yeah, opening the box up now. I feel like I'm a kid again. I feel like I'm that, what was I, 14-year-old, and I'm opening up the camera for the first time, and that nice reveal, and it feels really satisfying. So yeah, it's all nicely bubble wrapped in here. I don't know what it comes with. Oh, just the camera on its own by the look of it. Nothing else in the box, so I'll throw that away. Right, so it's in this nice bubble wrap here. Let's just cut that open. Oh dear, this is the first time I've had my hands on one of these cameras, and yeah, it comes with a strap and everything. Oh wow, it's chunky. Oh wow, it's a really chunky grip. It's really big actually, considering the camera, and my god, it's in really nice condition. Oh, this is just beautiful looking at this. CCD sensor. I don't know how many megapixels it is. It says it was like 6 or 12. So depending on what setting you have it on will affect the, oh wow, this is in really good condition. It will affect the, I don't know. I honestly don't know how I'm going to use this camera. My goodness, it looks hardly used. Just a few little scrapes here and there. Let's see if this will focus. There we go. So this is a Fuji Finepix S7000, and I've wanted one of these for such a long time. And yeah, it's one of those things where it completes that childhood dream. And oh wow, the lens is actually in really good nick. There is a few little blemishes on there. I don't know if it's going to show up, but yeah, it's in really clean. The person who must have bought this originally must have only just used it a few times. This would have been very expensive. I think it would have been about £300, about $600, $700, maybe even more at the time. This was considered one of the more pro-level advanced point and shoots. You know, you've got manual controls up here, aperture value, manual, shutter value, program, auto, SP, I'm guessing that. Oh, you've got a movie as well. There's a movie button there as well, or a video button. And also, like all modern Fuji cameras, and even old Fuji cameras, you've got the cable release that goes on the top there. So I do have my film cable releases somewhere. So I'll see if that works. I don't know where they are. I've got to sort everything out for when I go away. So yeah, but I probably won't be using this strap because it doesn't smell too bad. What's that for? I've got no idea what that bit there's for on the camera strap. No clue. Looks like you've got continuous shooting up here. So I'll go over the battle controls a little bit as I zoom in. So on the top here, I've got exposure compensation and flash control. There I've got continuous shooting. I've also got a nice I've got a nice rear mode dial, and I should have a front one maybe. Oh no front one. Not that advanced yet. These were still very early days. Even some of the DSLRs of back then didn't have a front. I don't think maybe it had a front mode dial, but I don't think it had a rear mode dial. Yeah, you've got on the back here, you've got your zoom in, zoom out. You've got your magnifier, so you can zoom in on your image that you've just taken. Switching between live view and I mean from the screen to the eyepiece, so no sensor here to change. Display settings, and I'm not sure what F stands for. It might be for playback, I'm not too sure. Exposure lock button as well, which is pretty sophisticated. Back, and yeah, zoom in, and then you've got your menu controls and the operations there. And everything feels really good. Oh yeah, and you've got your diopter, so you can change your, if you've got bad eyesight or anything, you can change it by that. But yeah, this looks in really good nick, and it's got the flash. So I'll probably have to, yeah, there we go. So it's got this nice big flash there as well. It's got a little sensor. Oh, it doesn't look too good there. Oh no, it's something just on the flash. Don't know what that is. Something a bit yellow. I'll probably have to wipe that off. Don't want to touch that again. And then it's got a little sensor on the left side of the flash. Don't know if the camera's going to focus. And then there's also sensors there. I'm guessing that's for the exposure. And yeah, I'm going to say that's for the exposure. But yeah, the focal length of this is 35mm to 210mm, so it's got a nice amount of range. I wish it was a little wider. You could have got probably wide angle adapters for this camera back then. But yeah, truly astounding. And the aperture rating is f2.8 to 3.1. That's so fast for cameras back then. This feels like it's got a metal ring here as well. Lovely and smooth. I can't believe the condition of this. This is just superb. So yeah, let's have a look at the camera. What media it accepts. I know it accepts the XD, not SD, XD, the Olympus memory cards. There was one where I saw it, or I had seen that it had a CF card slot, so I'm not sure. I'm not actually sure how you get into it. Oh, there we go. You just pull this open. Oh, this actually looks like a compact. Oh, it does. It accepts a CF card. If you can see that on the battery, on the flap here. Oop. So yeah, it accepts CF, and now I think I might have a memory card that is that lower capacity. I think I can put an 8GB memory card in here, so I'll try that. Maybe, but for now I'm going to put in my 512MB card that I've been using in my Fuji A340. So I'll pop that in. I actually need to grab some batteries for this, so we'll pop that in. Oh, this is so good. Pop it around that way. Lovely. I'll grab some batteries now. Yeah, it's fantastic being able to buy a camera still that I've always wanted. And yeah, I'm gonna do shoots with this camera and everything. Yeah, it's more than just something that's going to sit on the the shelf and collect dust and everything. It's going to be a camera that I will use. I won't use it much because I want to prolong how long it will last, because you can't get these cameras serviced or anything. So yeah, what I'm going to do is put in a 4 alkaline batteries in here. And now these are German made batteries and they're really good. I've been using them for a long time. But what I will do is I've got some rechargeable AA's, so I will charge those up and use those in the camera. So I'll put that, close that. Oh my god, I hope it's alright in here. Contact seems to be alright as well. Nothing has been corroded in there. Now I need to work out how to load it. Oh, there we go. That way. Yeah, just loading it like that. So, oh, hang on, how easy will this be to show? So, yeah, that's how you arrange the batteries. So, negative down there. And then positive up here. There's little markings. I don't know if it will show. Yeah, you can sort of see it there. So there's little markings right there. Normally these battery doors tend to break, so you've got to be very careful with it. A nice strong tripod mount, a nice metal mount there by the look of it. Or it could be plastic. It's hard to say actually. But now let's turn on this beast. Oh, I hope it works. Let's see if it works. Ooh, it works. I want more about setting the date and time. Yeah, so, okay, just, I'm back to no, so I'm not going to set that. A zoom error. Uh-oh. I'll turn it off and back on again. Ugh. Back. Oh dear, that's not good. Yeah. I hope I'll be able to sort that out. Maybe it's just because the controls. No, it keeps saying zoom error. So I'm not sure what's gone on there. I'll have to keep playing around with that, see if I can get it sorted. Maybe it's the batteries, I don't know. But I'll go into the menu anyway. So I've got self timer, I've got auto, I've got control of my white balance, metering mode or AF area. I can focus, move the focus point by the look of it. Not sure how, because the camera isn't working too well. I've got, you know, my metering. I've got multi, spot and average, which is awesome. I've got bracketing. I can adjust the sharpness, so I'll probably go normal. Multi-exposure, flash exposure compensation, external flash. Yeah, so it's got a nice little hot shoe up here. Yeah, let's go. So there's another one down there. Hang on. I don't know how I go to resolution. Back. Display. No, I think I'm limited. Oh, this is annoying. Oh, info maybe. Oh wow, I've got a histogram as well. If you can see that. So I've got a histogram. I don't know what's up with this lens. Now, it could be contacts. Well, that doesn't sound too good in there. I can hear something when it... Maybe I'll turn it off again. It's... Yeah, I don't know. In the images, it didn't show the lens error. Back. Oh, now it's working. Maybe it's just a bit temperamental. So let's zoom in. Let's see if that zooms in. Yeah, it zooms in. Aperture seems to be working, which is great. Let's see if I don't know how I control the aperture now. Yeah, this is all for the first time. Oh, here we go. So the F controls the that little F button right down at the bottom here of the camera. Controls the images. So I've got 1 megapixel, 1,000 images, 2 megapixels, 769. Well, I'm thinking this, surely the memory card's got more, but yeah, this is a 512 megabyte memory card. I've got up to 12. Yeah, I've got 12 megapixels fine and normal. Let's go fine. ISO minimum of 200. I've got some picture profiles. So I've got standard, I've got chrome, and I've got black and white. I'm surprised how good this camera is. So apparently this camera's got RAW. So I don't know how I'll find out about that. Maybe it's in... Yeah, I don't know where it will be. This is... Oh wow, the EVF works. It's very low resolution. Oh, that's so cool. Oh wow, it actually shows me my exposure after I've taken the shot. It's so much like a modern camera. Wow, this is brilliant. Just hopefully we're just going to have to be careful with the lens. I think maybe could be a little bit of dirt or dust in there. There's a macro feature as well for your close-up. There's your shift. I'm not sure what shift is for. No idea. I press that button and it doesn't do anything. Or maybe... Nope, don't know. I honestly don't know what that's for. Then I've also got my shooting and control modes over here. So I've got another info button there. What's that for? Oh yeah. Also I've got... Hang on, did I adjust that earlier? I can't remember. So yeah, I've got my info. I've got my also power input there. I've got this here. I wonder what that there is. Oh, that's my like USB into the camera and video out. Back when you would have video out. Yeah, these straps are annoying. So yeah, I've got my autofocus. I've got continuous AF. I've got single AF, you know, so it's not going to do the tracking. And I've got manual focus as well. So that must be what that ring there is for. Let's see what manual focus is like. I've got to get used to. Oh wow, and it actually gives you a guide through the EVF if so get everything in focus. Oh, it's not responding too well. Or not. It's just very, very slow. Oh wow, and when you nail focus, it brings up a little yellow round circle. Yeah, so it tells you to go left, and then it tells you to go right to nail it. So that's really, really cool. The camera that is from 2004. So this is almost 20 years old. It's got a lot of modern features. It's got also features from film cameras as well. But yeah, that's nifty. But yeah, I'm going to have to work out how to shoot in RAW with this camera, because I know there is a RAW setting. Actually, so let's see if I can work it out now. I just don't want to go too long with this. Auto white balance, multi-shot. Actually, I'll go average for metering, I think. I'm going to keep the beeping on because it's just a part of it, you know. It's... Oh, this is awesome. I'm loving this. Let's zoom out a little bit. There we go. Exposure lock. Back. Yeah, there must be a way of me... Actually, what's set? Oh, set is... Okay, so set... Oh, that's so weird to have it on the menu, on the mode dial. So this is how you get into it. So you get image media. Oh, that's how you switch between. Format. It's so cool. I'll show you the format thing again. So I'll do this again. It takes a little while. So format. This is just like going back to the old days. And I'll click OK. Hang on. I love that pixelation, and then it goes to the hourglass thing. Beep, I might turn that down a little bit. Shutter, I might turn that up. Date and time adapter frame, I'll leave that on continuous. CCD RAW, I want that on, so we're going to shoot RAW with this thing. Video system, we're going to keep the same. Yeah. Oh, this is going to be so good. I'm so looking forward to getting out and using this. I'm hoping I can use some filters with this, but no, not looking like I will be able to. I was hoping there was going to be a thread on this bit, but there's a thread on the inner bit here. Now, back then you could buy an adapter which would extend the length of this, so you could use filters and adapters and everything with it. But sadly, those you cannot find anywhere, and I've been looking everywhere. So yeah, not good. So yeah, let's hopefully if I go back, I don't know how you, I think you just go back to this. I've got 39 frames on this 512 megabyte card at full resolution. So let's actually have a look. Let's let me have a look actually, because I can't show you at the moment. Nope, hang on, I've got to work out how to use this. How did I do the resolution thing? Or was it? Oh, I can't remember how I've done it now. This camera is so complicated. Oh, where was it? Sharpness, I'm just going to leave on normal, because I reckon the CCD sensor will just over sharpen it. Display, is it? Where did I find it? Christ, I've forgotten where it was. I don't know how good battery life will be on this. No, not there. Where was it? Go back to auto. I've forgotten how I use this. I don't know how I go into the settings. How was that? So going up and down through the joystick doesn't do anything. Damn, how do I do it? Maybe it was back to set. Maybe I can't change it. It just says raw. And the date that comes up is 2003. But yeah, so I'm looking forward. I'm going to take some test shots in the garden now with this, and then I'll show you at the end of the video. So I'm looking forward to doing this and getting out there, maybe doing some macro stuff as well. Yeah, this is awesome. I'm stoked. So yeah, I can't believe I've got one of these. This is my dream camera, or one of my dream cameras, but this is one of my, going back almost, yeah, like almost 20 years ago. Actually, it probably is about 20 years ago, because when this came out, it was 2003, and around that time I was looking, before I went back to England for Christmas in 2004, because we've moved out to Australia in 2001. I've basically been living here ever since, apart from when we went back in 2014, and then we came back in 2015 because it was just too expensive and things didn't work out at the time. But now I want to go back, and I know I'm going to do so much better for myself. But yeah, I'm going to put a anyway. So yeah, I'm going to put a plate on there so I can use it with my tripod, and hopefully the cable release works, and hopefully the camera still works as well. Let's see. Oh, it's working fine. It must have just been a little glitch at the time. You can hear it focusing as well. Hang on. Oh, that's just... It's so noisy. I love it. I really, really love it. Actually, I wonder... let's see how... I don't know how I control the... Actually, maybe the aperture... Oh, maybe the aperture is on a ring? Nope. I don't know how you change the aperture. Or maybe it's the metering button. Oh yeah, it's the metering button. Oh, I can only go f2.8 to f8. I wonder if it changes if I zoom in. Let's have a look. No, f8 is the maximum. But I'm really interested to see what the images are like from this. Cannot take continuous shooting in RAW. That's fine. Yeah, the zoom on this. Oh, the focus. Oh, sounds horrible. Oh, I'm so happy. I mean, I am really happy about this. Oh, it's everything that I wanted and more, and I haven't even taken a photo with it yet. Yeah, just a stunning bit of kit for its time. So yeah, I'll take some photos in the garden, and at the end of this video you'll see those photos. I will edit them in Lightroom. Luckily my memory card reader has the card slot, but yeah, I can put an 8GB card in there, and I wonder, actually I'm just out of curiosity, how many photos can I get on an 8GB card? Oh, here we go. Here's an 8GB card. Now this is quite old, this memory card, so it should work in the camera. So I'll take this, oh, hang on, how do I get it open? Oh, I'm just so happy. I really am happy. Actually, I'll make sure there's no bent pins in there. Wow. There's not a single bent pin in that. So someone who had this camera either used just as XD memory cards or really cared about this. So let's pop that in now. It's unbelievable to find one of these working. I found, I think, 2 or 3 working in the world. I don't know how this goes in. There's no, hang on, backside, so it's that way. Oh yeah, there we go. That's in the camera. I'll turn it on again. Back. I'll set the day and time another time. Oh, card not utilised. Yep, we'll set that now. Memory card, CF, format. Okay. Let's see how many photos we get now with an 8GB memory card. Card not. Oh no, it won't allow it. 8GB is too much. It's not made for it. So yeah, as you can see there. Yeah, so it won't accept it. 8GB is too much. I remember seeing a photo someone shared, and an 8GB was in the photo, exactly the same card as I've got. So yeah, that's a shame. So yeah, it really is a shame. But so my biggest memory card is my 512. I don't think I'll be able to buy any more. If I were to buy any more, they'll be just so expensive. This thing is so noisy. Yeah, it's working just fine now. So yeah, I'll switch the media over to memory card, and I'll format that memory card again as well, just to be on the safe side. Oh, so yeah, I'm gonna go out into the garden now, take some photos, and share them at the end of this video. I don't want to make this too long, but it's already getting quite long at the moment. But yeah, so we've got CCD RAW on, and yeah, oh man, oh, I'm looking forward to this. So yeah, we will be taking this away on our photography trip, taking some photos of it. Sadly, no long exposures, but we might be able to, you know, put a filter in front of this. Now, I don't know, normally I'd maybe put an elastic band on there, but I don't know how good the motor is in this and how strong it is. It does feel like there's a little bit of a wobble in there, but I suspect it will be good. But this is an old camera. Plastics and stuff could easily break inside. But yeah, this is just absolutely wonderful. I can't get over it. It's just, it's some. I was thinking when I bought it, I was thinking, will it live up to the hype? Will I actually, when I get it, will I go, I'm so glad I bought it, or maybe I should have just saved my money? So I should mention how much this cost me. It cost me about $78, including shipping. That's including the shipping, and yeah. So back then, I don't know how much it would be with inflation and everything over the years, but yeah, back then you'll probably be looking at $600 or $700 for this sort of camera back then. In Australia, in England, I remember it being about £400 or £500. So yeah, it was very expensive. Yeah. But if you have got a magazine from back then and this is in there, let me know in the comment section below how much it was, because I'm very, very interested. Mind you, it could be possibly online but yeah. Yeah, so I'll take some photos in the garden with this. It is a long video, I do apologise, but I wanted to, you know, capture everything, capture the moment. I'll try and trim it down where I can, where I'm probably just going on a bit too much, which is most likely. So yeah, I'll get some photos in the garden with this, share it at the end of this video, and yeah, hopefully you like them. So yeah, no fancy stuff, but we'll take some fancy and more fancy stuff out on location, and I'll process these, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, anyway, I'll better let you be, and yeah, I will see you in the next one. So if you'd like to see more videos, be sure to subscribe. If you've liked this video, be sure to hit that like button. It really helps out the channel. If you've got any questions, you'd like to say anything, pop it down in the comment section below. Anyway, I'm Simon, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Okay, bye for now.